Welcome back to Reject the Narrative. The date is September 14th, 2021. The legendary comic Norm MacDonald passed away after a long battle with cancer. Here is a highlight reel, some of my favorite moments from Norm MacDonald.
Now, Norman, you're an inventive guy. Which of the current batch of inventions has tickled your fancy? What do you like?
Henry Ford just invented the assembly line there,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, I heard.
And that was good because he wanted, you know, not just rich people, but anyone to drive over and see his cock.
Well, is there any other one that's caught your fancy?
There was Alexander Graham Bell.
Yeah.
You know, he invented the telephone.
Right.
So he could call people up, tell them to come on over and see his cock, you know, because he was tired of yelling it out the window.
So,
Hey,
theme development.
check out my cock.
So, Norm, I hear you just got back from New York City. What's happening in Gotham?
Oh, my God. Well, the big thing is the new Empire State Building. Have you seen this?
I've heard. I have not seen yet.
Oh, it's crazy. What I'm interested in is the original architect's blueprint, you know?
Yes.
It called for the building to be painted flesh tone, Dennis, with a large rounded head so the architect could lie on the street and pretend he had a 1,000-foot cock. Frank Lloyd Wright, more like Frank Lloyd Cock.
So, Norm, tell me, what's your take on this whole Cold War thing?
Well, my brother works down at the UN, right? And you remember last week when Khrushchev was banging his shoe on the table?
Crazy bastard.
Yeah. So my brother was sitting beside him, and Khrushchev, he accidentally slips, and my brother gets hit right in the cock.
With the shoe?
Yeah, by Khrushchev's shoe. So my brother turns to him, he says, "Hey, you hit me in the cock again, you dirty commie, I'll bury you."
What's been happening, man?
Oh, man, I dropped acid the other week. That is bizarre stuff.
Really?
Yeah, my cock started singing to me. Kind of like Joe Cocker.
Remember, it took us 40 million years just to develop a thumb, and no doubt it'll take us another 40 million to get it out of our ass. Of course, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. You know, I can't believe that at the dawn of the 31st century, we still haven't found a way to stop dogs from using their telepathic powers to control Major League Baseball. Now, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but I'm getting a little fed up with the incompetence you encounter no matter what commerce sequence you initiate nowadays. I mean, last orbit, the wife and I, we blip over to the planet Trump for a luxury body cycle, and I asked the drones in the control block if they can replace the radon zap in our simu pod. They look at me like I only have one ass. Then we go to the concession lock for a tune-on rye injection, top of the line, right? Wrong. No sooner are we strapped into a feed booth 2 feet from the fucking ozone generator when the suckle chimp working the thrust boom misses my gullet portal and pumps 27 G's worth of spider pie air right down my through chute. What has happened to competency, people? Look, I know a lot has changed over the years, but by God, this is still the United Gates of America, and for hundreds of years, that stood for something other than just being Mexico's bitch. I say if President Clinton 296 doesn't snap us out of this downward spiral we're in, we dump his gay ass. Next selection process, we clone Jesse Ventura again, bring him back. Hey, Norm.
Hey, you know what I think they should put on the dark side of the moon?
What?
Vast fields of bioengineered hydroponically grown cock. Yeah, you know, like a backup supply just in case our earthbound supply of cock might run out one day.
No cock tucked away for a cocky day.
Exactly. Look at my head, man. It looks like a cock.
It does.
Cock. 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 That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Now, Norm, you have a theory, apparently, that it's very famous for difficult people to bomb on
It's
stage.
very famous for difficult people to bomb. What are you, on acid?
Sorry, I'm channeling your old Bob Dole character. You've said it's very difficult for famous people to bomb. That's what I meant to say.
You're actually more articulate when you're not reading off a blue card.
In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck
Oh
than
yeah,
that.
it's me with a huge fat fucking face.
Yeah, I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of trouble. My doctor, he said, he's not a very nice guy. He said, open your mouth and say oink.
Yeah, you need to get better insurance, Norm.
Insurance. He was calling me a fat pig.
Well, I mean, nobody's going to disagree with him.
Oh, Chasm.
I'm sorry, Norm. I've got an acid tongue.
You do. You're an acid-tongued Arab.
Doing an office conga line? When you look back and realize you're doing it alone and you're not in an office, you're in a psychiatric hospital.
This is Doc. Sometimes I feel like a spider, even though I'm a moth. Just barely hanging on to my web with an everlasting fire underneath me. I'm not feeling good. And so the doctor says, Moth, man, you're troubled. But you should be seeing a psychiatrist. Why on earth did you come here? And then the moth said, because the light was on. A frog goes into a bank to get a loan. Imagine. So the frog goes up to the lady, and she has a little name tag on, as they do. It says Whack. So her name is Mrs. Whack. Mm-hmm. So, can I get a loan? Well, I don't know. You're a frog. Well, I want a loan. Well, what's your name? Kermit. You're not Kermit the Frog. No, no, no. I was named after him. The name's Kermit Jagger. My father's Mick Jagger, and my mother's a frog. He fucked a frog. and I'm his offspring. You see? Well, anyways, I want a loan for a lily pad. Well, you can't, I don't know if you can have one. Do you have any collateral? Well, I have this. The frog pulls out a little shiny pink elephant, you know, and a little shiny pink elephant. So Mrs. Whack looks at it, and her name's Patty. I don't think this is much collateral, you know, but I'll talk to the bank manager about it, you know. There's a frog out there, Kermit Jagger, gave me this damn thing. Did you know, have any idea what this is? The bank manager says, what is this? This is a knick-knack, Patty Whack. Give the frog a loan. His old man's a rolling stone. Isn't that interesting?
What's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it for fun.
How do you scare everybody else away?
No, I love this girl. I would see any movie with this girl in it. She's a beautiful lady and a talented, nice talk show guest.
Okay. As evidenced by her appearance on our rival show. All right, well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D. Hey, for the 9th consecutive year, Nick, JetBlue Airlines ranked first for satisfaction among all North American airlines. But you know what ranked least in satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. It reminds me of that tragedy.
Oh, 9/11.
You know, oh, don't laugh at 9/11 again. I tried to tell him not to laugh.
Adam.
I know. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was in northern Canada.
Potential jurors for the O.J. Simpson case were asked to fill out a 75-page jury questionnaire this week. In the entire state of California, only one person got a perfect score. Chow Ming Wu, who after the trial plans to attend Caltech.
For drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentage in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman. For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do. No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women.